Today we are heading up Shalloch on Minnoch, which is part of the range of the Awful Hand. The forecast for today is to be relatively cloudy, snow clouds. Temperatures have to be between -2, -5 through the night, with a wind chill of between -10 and -12, potentially even -15 at one point. The wind is about 30 kilometers an hour, so not too bad, and we will try and find somewhere sheltered for the tents. This area is generally very wet until you get about 300 metres up, and then the ground starts to dry out, so we'll just have to watch for boggy ground underfoot. But right now it's alright. I'm with Hubert. Say hello! He's not listening. We've stopped for a brief intermission while Hubert changes a battery in a camera I just bought. He's just learned his lesson with the GoPro. It's a great camera, but the battery is pish. He bought one that had 5. Coops is really enjoying it. He's digging in the muddy ground underfoot. It's lovely out here. When we first arrived, it was a bit of a blizzard, so we just waited about half an hour and it's kind of cleared up a bit. Better off setting off in sort of clearer weather than setting off and getting soaked to the bones. Good boy! Look at this. Poor tree. A wee pine blasted by the wind from the north. Snow clouds are very much surrounding us now. So we're going to have to start working with the map, I think. There's still a trail from where people have been up here today, so that's handy, but I don't want to get caught out. And I would recommend that you always look at navigation, even on somewhere that's only 2 hours from the road. You just don't know what happens. I mean, we've walked about 1.5 miles, and as you can see, it's pretty much void. Now certainly on this particular Corbett, it's quite featureless. A few wee trees dotted along the path, but apart from that it's just bare hill. So care needs to be taken. Here he comes. Hey! Skid to a stop. What can you see?
I can't believe it, I see sun! This is sun!
The visibility has been ridiculously low the majority of the way. At 641 metres, I believe, this is Kirriereoch, and that is the last section before the 100-metre ascent of Shalloch on Minnoch, which is just in front of Hubert there, obscured by the clag. Now there should be a loch, or a lochan, up here somewhere, so press on and get back to you when we find that. It might be buried under snow, but we'll see. I really hope you can make this out, but there's a fog bow. They're pretty rare. really, really cool to see. You usually see these things in pictures from Glencoe and places like that, not in Galloway. So that's a nice wee addition. There's Shalloch on Minnoch there. Oh, it's a big bad boy. But hopefully it won't take us too long to get up there. Well, that's the loch, or what's left of it. It's all completely frozen and coated in snow, so you can't see in. There's only a few sort of wee puddles left. You going for a swim today?
No, not today, pal.
Too cold?
Not too bad, to be honest, you know, but I mean, swimming last time, one enough.
Going from that loch to this trig point has been very, very difficult. Well, that's not a trig point, that's a cairn. I can see the trig point now. Oh. Goops. Up. Good boy. Well done.
Oh, job done, mate.
Well done. Good boy, Coops. That was not the true summit of Shalloch on Minnoch. You would like to think it is, because of how hard it was to get up in that snow. But it's up there. And we have to go up there and down a bit and potentially get a view down towards the Merrick, which is down there. Currently getting views out west, and behind that cloud lies Arran. Coops is enjoying the snow. So now it's just a case of getting up here after having a wee look down there and getting to work. And within 30 seconds, the view is gone. Now this is serious. That is way past the knee snow. Absolutely knackered. And look how far we've come. Really not that far, but over there to the right of Hubert, you can see Arran. Absolutely beautiful. It's currently 2 o'clock. So what's that, 4 hours to get up here? This trip so far has had a little bit of everything that winter has to offer. We've had snow, we've had rain, we've had hail, wind, sun, clear skies, 0% visibility. The good thing is we were well prepared.
How you like the view, Scott?
Wow, I did not expect this. Over here we have the Rhinns of Kells, 2 of which I've showed you. I believe that's Loch Neldrican, Loch Ricor, and the Tunskeen Bothy should be down here somewhere, right there at those trees. And I think straight down there is actually Loch Doon. Along the cornice we have Tarfessock, Kirriereoch Hill, and the Merrick behind it, the mighty Merrick. Absolutely amazing. As I said to Hubert, I was not expecting this. Any videos I've seen have showed this sort of flat plateau, no real views, but I don't know if it's the snow or what, but absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad we came up here, and we just need to find somewhere that's a bit sheltered. It's quite windy here. The clouds are blowing in a bit, so I'm going to try and get some photos just in case the view is obscured for sunset. I need to be careful with Coops as well, because I do not want him going down there. Although we do have ice axes, we could probably practice arresting down there. Not really, I'm only joking. What do you think? You're going to practice your ice axe technique?
Definitely.
Definitely?
Absolutely.
Cool. I'll get the mountain rescue and standby. But if you ever get into any trouble on the hills, mountain rescue are your friends. We've got the tents pitched. The temperature has dropped and the wind is now freezing any bit of moisture on your face. I can feel it in my beard and my moustache, and just another lovely night in Galloway. For dinner tonight, Bombay Bad Boy pot noodle, because I know it works, really fast and easy to make. Coops has got his dry food, tuna and a carrot, and he'll also got a couple of wee snacks. I've got some cheese and stuff in here. And he'll get that before bed. Well, that's me in the tent. Coops is down beside me, all snuggled up, and he's currently sleeping. I'm about to do the same. I'm just winding down, listening to the new Vardruna album. They're a traditional Nordic band from Norway, and they're really good. I've loved them for years and years. Sort of transports you back in time. Especially good for camping, puts you in the right mood and nice atmosphere. It's something really nice to fall asleep to as well. It's time to go to sleep. I am going to put my head down and enjoy the heat of my lovely snug pack sleeping bag, which is rated down to -7 for comfort. The wind has sort of died down and it's to be clear in the morning, so hopefully get some sunrise shots. Sunset wasn't too productive, although I did get a couple of nice shots. So see you in the morning. Good morning, Hubert.
Good morning.
How you getting on?
Fine, you?
Aye, lovely. You should take a look outside. Hi, Coops. Good boy. And there's Hubert emerged from his tent. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Are you getting the coffee in a go?
I think so, yeah. Beautiful morning.
It really is.
It's pretty amazing, honestly.
It's much better than last night.
Look how view is for the Merrick. It's absolutely stunning.
It's a really wonderful morning. The hues in the sky are just lovely, and frost light is hitting the range of the awful hand really subtly, giving you some nice separation from the lit faces on the left hand side and then the sort of shadowy slopes on the right. And this is what I'm working with. I'm also working with this cornice, which if I be really careful, you can see it's very steep. It's about 75 degrees or something like that. It drops down for about 15 feet flat, which you can't really see, but it's absolutely wonderful. As I said yesterday, it's Loch Doon over there, Loch Neildricken over here, which is partly frozen, Loch Ricor, the forestry road that leads you to Tunskeen Bothy. Up here we have the Rhinns of Kells. That's Mull, Carlin's Cairn, Corsoran, Millfire, and then Micklemillia, which we were on the last video. You can also see in the distance it's Loch Enoch, and I believe this hill is Dungeon Hill, though I could be wrong, that could be it there, but I think that's Dungeon Hill. Down here by Loch Enoch you have the Murder Hole, which was said to be the spot where marauders would dump bodies in these Galloway hills, never to be seen again. Not so comforting when you're sleeping in a tent in Shalloch and Minnoch, but at least you're above them, so there we go. Now this is what I call a coffee. Whew. Cheers. We'll finish this and get packed down and we'll set off. As you can see, apart from some melted snow, we have left no trace, and that's the way it should always be. So take your rubbish home with you, keep the house tidy, and make sure they're nice for the next people coming up. Preaching over. Aye, the morning's great. What do you think, Hubert?
It's amazing.
Are you ready to run down this hill?
I will be run easy, but I have a quite big rucksack, like you see.
It's not as heavy as mine. I'm only joking. Although on the way down it's always better because all the surplus weight is gone. I said it was lighter, but it doesn't feel any lighter. Let's go. If you ever wondered what South Ayrshire looks like from above, then you've come to the right place, because look at this view. Fantastic, the best view of South Ayrshire I have seen. You've got the Rhinns of Kells, the land's here, Cornish Loch and a couple of lochs that surround Loch Doon. Loch Doon's at the back. You've got the hills over at East Kilbride. You can see the wind farm down there. Come inland, you've got all the little towns in there. You've got Irvine, where that smoke plume is coming from the factory. It's a paper factory. Subsequently, you've got Troon, Prestwick, Ayr, all the villages between. You've got the Carrick Hills. You see our trail going all the way into the distance. You've got Arran looming off in the distance. Not great visibility for that. But if you follow the Carrick Hills, behind that hill, which I believe is at Straighton, is Maybow. I've never seen that from above before. That's Maybow, and it stretches all the way down the hills. There's a wee village in there called Bar. It goes all the way down there. You've got Ailsa Craig, and in front of Ailsa Craig, below the hills, you've got Girvan. All the road down, past Lendal Foot to Ballantrae, where you see that big lump there. It goes down all the way, over the borders, and over the Solway Firth and Dumfries. What a view! It's absolutely amazing. I'm making really good progress down this hill. You can see behind me, Hubert's still quite high up, but he's taking his time. But I'm just powering my way through this powdery snow. It's not great for climbing up, but it's really good for coming down. If it was any harder, if the snow had consolidated a bit harder, you could actually glissade down this. It's not that steep, and there's not that many dangers. If you knew the path, you could probably actually find a route that's got no rocks underneath it. It's quite tussocky, I can see that, but really easy to come down. That's me reached the Kirriereoch Dhu. Just a case of making our way down over the hills now. We are on the road, the big slushy road, and there's lots of cars going about, so we just have to be careful. But the car is just down the road, and I'm looking forward to getting to that because I've got a nice big bottle of juice in there. So Hubert, how do you feel after your big adventure?
I'm happy, you?
I am happy. We've got all these cars. It's a very busy place today. I've seen lots of people up in Cornish Hill enjoying it. Remember what I was saying about take your rubbish home? Well, we're at the car and there's loads of people going about, and already plastic bags full of biscuits and toilet roll. on our way home now. It's been a great adventure. I'm glad to be back in the car, to be honest. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. I hope to be doing a lot more, especially in the Galloway Hills. Give me a like, it really helps. Share it with all your friends. I'm Scott Cameron Wanstall, the Ayrshire photographer. This has been Shalloch on Minnoch, the Galloway Hills in South Ayrshire. Remember, go outside, it's good for you.
No, that is like British the Tracer. I really like it. You don't like the Tracer. I love it. I love it.